Baby, when I look at you with your hair falling down and your baby blues, standing there across the room, I get so lost in the way you move. It makes me reminisce back to years ago on a night like this, teary-eyed as you took my hand and I told you that I'd be your man. So many things have come, so many things have gone. One thing that stayed the same is our love is still going strong. Baby, just look at us, all this time and we're still in love. Something like this just don't exist between a backwoods boy and a fairy tale princess. People said it would never work out, but living our dreams we shattered all doubts. It feels good to prove them wrong, living our love song. Darling, would you look at me with my heart beating fast and my shaky knees? It's pretty hard to believe after all these years I still need you this badly. You're dancing in my arms with a spotlight moon and a sea of stars. Girl, we've come so far. Everything I want is everything that you want. Just wanna lay you down, say I love you without a sound. I think you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, baby, just look at us, all this time and we're still in love. Something like this just don't exist between a backwoods boy and a fairy tale princess. People said it would never work out, but living our dreams we shattered all doubts. It feels good to prove them wrong, just living our love song. Baby, just look at us, all this time and we're still in love. Something like this just don't exist between a backwoods boy and a fairy tale princess. People said it would never work out, but living our dreams we shattered all doubts. Don't it feel good to prove them wrong? Yeah, just living our love song. It feels good to prove them wrong, living our love song.
Follow us on Twitter.
Twitter, everything.
At OTBP Podcast.
Ben Merritt actually hanging out with Josh Thompson, not on the phone, not over Skype. He's actually in studio. Josh, how the heck are you, man?
Hey, just remember, I'm the only guy that walked over here to come hang out with you in the studio.
And as you said, in your finest turkey hunting boots, too.
I do. In fact, I've come to a point in my life where I keep a lot of camo on the bus for just in cases.
Oh, yeah.
So I happen to have these, and it's obviously it's snowing out currently. So
Yeah.
Instead of getting the cowboy boots all wet, I put the turkey boots on.
Might as well. I mean, they're waterproof. They're nice and warm.
They are. I may just do the show in these tonight.
I'm wearing my Timberlands that I've had for probably about 10, 15 years now.
Good. They look good.
I mean, the big one hole in the steel toe. No worries.
That's good, man.
I wouldn't wear them out.
Shows
in
that you do
Sub-Zeros.
stuff.
Now, Josh, I got a couple of real easy icebreaker questions for
Okay.
you. And these might not make sense. So think of them as if it was this time tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Icebreaker question number 1. Where are you right now?
I am in Minnesota.
At this time tomorrow, you'll be in Minnesota?
Yes.
All right.
Minnesota,
And
I should have
Minnesota. Do you want to say specifically?
In Hinckley.
In Hinckley.
In Hinckley.
Getting ready for a show?
Yes. So
icebreaker question number 2, what are you doing right now? No, we know the show's later on in the evening. This is probably early afternoon.
I am currently sitting at a blackjack table. Because we're playing at a casino this evening. And I'm enjoying a beverage of my liking at this point in time tomorrow.
With sunglasses on and your finest turkey hunting boots.
Yes.
There you
That's
go.
the only way to be successful at blackjack.
That's table attire for most.
Really
you can't get away with that in Las Vegas, but in Minnesota, that's casino attire.
It is.
All right. So, Josh, it's great to have you here in studio, and I hate to say it like this because it always just sounds bad. It's been a while since we've heard something from you, man. What have we got something on the horizon?
There is something on the horizon. I've been through the ringer in the past year and a half.
We
or so.
would agree with that. Yeah.
We went to a whole nother. We left Sony completely, so we're at Show Dog Universal now.
That's good to
Love
be at.
It is, and a good friend of mine and a guy that was with me at Sony, Tom Baldrica, is over there, and he's just like this. He's been around since, I don't know, forever, the 30s. He's been in radio promo since the 30s, I'd say. I mean, he's like been in it. So he knows everybody, well respected, and just it just made it very easy to go there. So we are going back in the studio, almost done with the second record. The first Show Dog Universal release to radio will be this summer. It's coming in June. It's coming in June.
I was hoping we were getting an exclusive here.
I'll send you the music.
Yeah?
I'll send you the
Excellent.
music. But it's coming in June, and then the record to follow that. So really soon I'll be back out on the radio.
Absolutely, we miss it, man. You had changes in the late 2011. Is that when that was?
Coming Around was the first release off that record, but the record never came out because, like I said, we left. I mean, we took the record. We have the record, and at some point in time, I'd like to think that I'll release it. But we just really wanted to start over from scratch.
It's a good idea.
Kind of take a step back, take a breather, write some songs, get in the studio and make a great record.
And what a lot of people don't realize is that, sir, you are a writing-aholic.
I am a writing-aholic.
You have an addiction to writing. You have written some of the big tunes around. You've written for Brad Paisley, Jason Aldean. I mean, the big names out there right now have been touched by your pen.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's I've been touched. That's for sure.
Do we need to pull out a doll?
Actually, I've been very fortunate and been able to write some songs for some big names, and it's been great. So I definitely love the songwriting aspect of it, and I definitely strive to see success continue in that arena, and it's one of my favorite things, and you can't really have an artist without great songs. So
absolutely,
yeah, that's what I love. So are you guys playing "Thank a Farmer" by James Wesley, aren't you?
I have heard "Thank a Farmer." We
because I wrote that.
I do know that you wrote that.
I mean, you have farmers here.
We do have we got a lot of potato farmers.
Well, you know what I say: if you don't play that song, you hate farmers.
Well, I wouldn't. Hey, well, coming up after this, maybe we'll play some "Thank a Farmer." Thanks.
That's what I say to everybody in there.
Thanks, Josh.
There's really nothing to say after that.
Well, I mean, it's absolutely, and again, if you haven't heard A, of James Wesley, or B, "Thank a Farmer," both fantastic. James as an artist, and also the song itself.
Yes.
Because Josh Thompson wrote it.
Well, yeah, I mean,
And now he's put me on the spot. So we'll.
That was all jokes aside, though. That's good.
Well, how about this? We'll take a quick break. We'll listen to "Thank a Farmer" from Mr. James Wesley, and we'll come back and maybe you can tell us a little bit about what went into writing it.
All right, let's do that.
From the fuel that fills your truck to the coffee in your cup, don't thank the corner store or that early morning rush. Thank a farmer. Yeah, think back to that hayfield filled with girls and four wheels, sneaking off with her for that first time. You can thank a farmer. tougher as their lives keep getting harder. Oh, I think it's time we all thank a farmer. And the blacktop roads you ran, that used to be his land, to big cities and small towns that he built with his 2 hands. You can thank a farmer. And for this shirt on my back, and these boots on my feet, and them tank top wearing country girls and them old skin tight blue jeans, I thank a farmer. Yeah, I thank a farmer. I still believe in amber waves of grain, man on his knees praying for rain that grew this country strong and keep us moving on. They get tougher as their lives keep getting harder. Yeah, I think it's time we all thank the farmer. As their lives keep getting harder, I think it's time we all thank a farmer. Thank a farmer. A lot of folks like me still care about the FFA and county fairs, and the folks who really make this world go round. I'd like to thank a farmer.
There you go, twisting my arm, making me play. It's not that I wasn't gonna anyway. There's James Wesley and Thank a Farmer, written by the man I got in studio, Josh Thompson. Josh, how you doing?
I'm great. Fantastic.
And again, you got your best working boots, turkey working boots on. I bet you wish you could probably get out there and do some hunting.
I do. It doesn't seem like is turkey season even open? I guess it opened 2 days ago, right?
Yes,
the 10th.
It did just recently open up. Yeah,
so. It's not. It's probably not ideal.
Yeah.
Right now for
I mean, if it wasn't snowing, you'd probably get out.
Yeah, I mean, I generally like it a little bit warmer.
Right.
Maybe a little bit green.
That's true.
You know.
And the farmers like it a little bit greener.
Yes, they do.
And speaking of which, let's talk about that song that we just heard. What went besides the absolute admiration and love for the backbone of the United States working force?
Yes.
Am I overplaying it enough, or?
No, I mean
Okay, good.
I mean, how we wrote it was who did I write it with? Steve Bogart and who's the Cowboys and Angels dude?
Dustin Lynch.
There
you go.
Yeah.
That's the radio guy. I
know
all of them.
We sat down and write, and we'd never met those guys before. So Dustin saw a saying on a church. Churches have marquees.
Mm-hmm.
At least, and in the South, there's like a church every 3 to 4 feet.
Right.
There's a church.
We've got a couple of them downtown here,
and
but
they've
not
got
nearly as many.
marquees at every one of them, and they've got sayings like some of them are just the most tacky sayings in the world. It's, I don't know, but apparently this one's like, you know.
I feel like that was a bad thing to say.
I mean, some of them are just they're not. Whoever wrote them shouldn't be writing.
It was witty to them, though.
Yeah. No, I mean they're probably like, yeah, that's good, but
that's good enough. Put it up there.
They're writing for Jesus, so I mean that's good.
Anytime you're writing for Jesus, it's a good time writing.
But so he saw that on a church sign.
Mm-hmm.
Thank a farmer. I don't know what it was doing there, but I think somebody.
Farmer Appreciation Week.
Yeah, it was. So,
by the way, it's September. No, I don't know.
So I loved it, and I was like, yeah, let's write that. So that's what we did. And
there you go.
And then it was after the